Welcome back to the Forgotten Circus. So I know I'm a little late on this. Had some stuff going on this week, so stuff happens. But I'm going to be doing the kind of it's non-spoiler review and reaction to AHSOKA episodes 1 and 2 because they released episodes 1 and 2, which I do agree they should have, because the first episode is it's long. It's actually long for Star Wars. I forgot. I was like, wait, the show's still on right now when I was watching it, because we've been so used to like the Mandalorian stuff being like 36 minutes and then an opening title and all that. They include that in that, so it's like, geez. But what I think about it, my honest opinion, I like it. Is it the best Star Wars stuff ever made? No, not at all. Not so far. But it'll do. It'll definitely do. I had some gripes, as I'll get into a little bit throughout the video. But my first overall impression, it's not bad. It's not bad. I know I've been seeing a lot of negative stuff about Star Wars. Even I was negative about it. But some of the cinematography in this it's beautiful. Like the new worlds that we're seeing, very, very interesting, and you can tell they put a lot of money into these sets. They actually it's really legit, down to like everything that they used. It's very, you can tell that Dave Filoni's he's trying here. He's trying. No, so let's start with like episode 1. So this is going to be it's kind of spoilery, but non-spoiler. I'm just, if you haven't watched it by now, I know some people like to just binge, wait till it's all over and binge watch. Probably should have done that with Loki, but yeah. So episode 1 starts off, that desert scene when she's going into basically the tomb to basically get the map, which we don't know is a map yet, but that was pretty cool. A lot of lightsaber action. I mean, they're not as long as we would all want them to be, but there's a lot of lightsaber action in this series. So I'm just going to put 1 and 2 together, so I don't do too many spoilers, because I'll find myself, if I'm going from episode to episode, I might leak out something to somebody that hasn't seen it. All right. But is it worth the watch? Yes. Am I invested in it? For now, it's okay. It's not bad. So I think we've gotten to the point with Star Wars that we're so frustrated that we look at anything and everything. And I did catch myself doing it, watching it, but I understand it's live action. Okay. Do I think that you need to watch Rebels and Clone Wars? Yes. I would advise you do. You can wing it. There was but there was some times in here when I'm like, I don't think people are going to know what that means. So I do advise you to go back and watch those too. And actually online, there's an AHSOKA scene mashup that I've seen before. If you don't want to go and watch the whole show, but Rebels you have to. I'm sorry, but if you just want to, because yeah, go look for that AHSOKA scene mashup. There's a bunch of them. A lot of people have done them, and it'll kind of give you a glimpse into it. But did I have some problems with it? Yes, and I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the memes by now. Why do only people die? I mean, only some people die from stabs with a lightsaber. So that's all I'm saying. R.I.P. Qui-Gon. Should have made it. But I did have a little problem with, and now I love Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka, as the older Ahsoka. She's awesome, fantastic. She's a very underrated actress, by the way. Watch the movie The 25th Hour, and you'll know what I'm talking about. But yes, there was parts in here where it's like she's kind of like, you got to loosen up. The character, she's a little bit too serious, and then when she says something funny, it's just a little smirk. And this is coming from, now I know she's older, she's been through a lot of stuff, but this is coming from like the younger Ahsoka, the Padawan Ahsoka that we've seen, where she's a little bit more. She's frisky. She's no nonsense, very reckless, and it's funny how she always calls Sabine out for reckless stuff. I guess, yeah, I get it. It's the dynamic of where she sees her when she was younger. You know what I mean? That they're kind of like, yeah, it's like her little twin. But like, she's like super mom mode. Like, one of those no nonsense moms. They love you to death, but yeah, but yeah, because even when she was in, oh, and I got to get to that. I'm going to talk about that. Even when she was introduced in The Mandalorian, right? Not her first introduction, obviously, but in The Mandalorian, she was like calmer, chiller, and now all of a sudden she's Stonewall Jackson. I don't get it. But I'm pretty sure they're doing that on purpose, so then they could create the dynamic between all the rebels from the show getting together. I'm pretty sure she's going to open up, and I bet you if they do this and bring in Rex, I believe Ahsoka's demeanor will change a lot. Because that's besides Anakin, that is her guy. That is her go-to. Okay. I know everybody wanted to probably see Zeb. If you know who Zeb is, I know that at least they did it in The Mandalorian, so we're good. They did it in The Mandalorian. Okay. So you got to see a little bit of him, but he has to be in this. And I know it's going to cost a lot because that's a lot of CG, and it looked really good. Why didn't they get the same CG guy to do the Flash? Because whoever did that, jeez. But I know everybody's going to start coming into it, and then I mean, you got an Inquisitor that steps in, which I'm pretty sure. Don't make Starkiller. He needs his own movie. Galen Merrick needs his own movie, offshoot from all Star Wars. Pull it like kind of like a Rogue One, but totally not attached. Do not let that be Starkiller. Starkiller deserves his own movie. Trust me. And I'll leave it at that. I like the two. Now they're saying Dark Jedi, and I think Gray Jedi is stupid. It's probably just Jedi that just sometimes they go kind of like they're a little bit, because Qui-Gon really didn't go by the rules too, as people seem to forget. But Shin Hati, I like her. I like her character. I mean, Ray Stevens, Bale Skull, his presence. When he comes on the screen, that dude is legit. And I liked when he showed his credentials. His credentials were a lightsaber. I like Sabine. Sabine's really good. I know she's annoying a lot of people, but like, oh, she's so annoying. I don't know. I liked it. And especially the long hair, a little bit of spoiler, long hair. And then when she cuts it, there's one pet peeve I have about that. So she did it with like a regular blade that looked exactly like a vibro blade. That would have been dope if she turned on, because aren't all Mandalorians right now using vibro blades as their like a close quarters weapon as well? But it was just, she just cut it. It'd been cool. She popped the blade and she's just sitting there and it's just sitting in her hand. And then she just cuts it with the vibro blade. But she turned out to be a great hairstylist because it was layered and stuff, like just from one cut. It's amazing. Pet peeve. I get it. Pet peeve. But the action in is great. 1 and 2. 1's a little slower, but they space out the action a lot too. And then you get to see Hera Syndulla. which is played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, which is married to Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan. So now they are both canon. That is good. She's great as Harrison Dula. That's how I would see. And they have when because she's a good pilot. When she's piloting her ship, that's a really good scene. Like it's great. The special effects and everything are amazing. It's just it's got a hill to climb because there's been a lot of Star Wars fans are judging this as all right. The other one started good. But let's see if you can keep the momentum. I do agree. Now we're going to get Ezra pretty soon, and that lady who plays, isn't that Morgan Elsbeth? Diane Lee. Yeah, she's Bruce Lee's goddaughter, I believe. But she's great as she just don't care. Oh, jeez. Like when you saw her in The Mandalorian, how she was. Like in this, they just upped the ante on that. But that's her character. That makes sense. She's supposed to be stonewalled and just dead-eyed. That's her character. I mean, she works for Thrawn, bro. You gotta. I mean, Thrawn's no joke, and he's coming. Everybody knows he's coming. So, Hu Yang or whatever, the robot, that dude is funny. He is the comic relief. I want some more of it. I'm about to get a. Do they have a hot toy out there for Hu Yang? Because that robot, what is he, a medical? So he used to work at the Jedi Temple, I guess. So he done seen it all. And when he tells Sabine straight up like it is, I'm like, oh my, he's got like dark humor. And then, oh yeah, can't forget about Chopper. Can somebody give that guy some Prozac or Xanax? That little droid is crazy. But we all love Chopper. We all love Chopper. And it's cool. It's cool to see his hands go in and out. It's so funny. Yeah. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. It's got some promise. Not holding my breath here. Nobody knows who that Inquisitor is. Hopefully it's Barriss Offee, which betrayed Ahsoka. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Instead of wasting a little cameo on Starkiller. Which I hope, if they do it, I'm just going to be like, geez, guys, you had a whole trilogy you could have done with Starkiller. Just offshoot from Star Wars. Like, but still Star Wars. Just his story. But it's okay. I mean, would I recommend? I would definitely recommend. It's a recommend. There's nothing going on right now, so I don't know what we're complaining about. What TV shows are really going on? There's a writer's strike. This may be it till the end of the year. Loki's probably going to end it off. You know what I mean? Dune's got pushed back. Everything's getting pushed back. Aquaman really don't care about. What's the other one? There's another. Oh, the Marvels. Not sold on that anymore. I thought the trailer was good, but when I see all this stuff now, they're doing reshoots and all this stuff, and I'll watch it when it comes to Disney Plus. Okay, but yeah. So overall, what I think about it, I liked it. Like I said, it's worth the watch. The Forgotten Circus is on board, so. But they got to keep it coming, and they did the long episode, and then they did the short episode. I think you need to space it out, and we don't need any filler episodes. I mean, if you're going to do a filler episode, you better take a filler episode back to Canaan, because how do you think Sabine learned how to use that lightsaber? How do you think Ezra learned how to use their lightsaber? And who was the love? The love of Syndulla, Hera Syndulla was Kanan Jarrus. If you're going to do a filler episode, do it with him. And I know you're going to do a lot of filler episodes with Ahsoka going back and talking to Anakin. I know. But you can kind of probably put all that in one episode and just do a flashback episode of everything. Get away with it. Then you have more episodes to keep going. I'm just saying, might be smart. But yep, overall pretty good. Well, I guess that's all I got. So yep. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I would like for everyone, and I do mean everyone,